From overbearing mothers, chaotic brothers, and money-hungry siblings, 90 Day Fiancé may lack some things. However, entertainment isn't one of them. The franchise has entertained fans and viewers with every episode since it came on the air in 2014. Fans were introduced to a few iconic and problematic couples since then, and things only seem to get more dramatic as time goes on. The introduction of these couples also often brings along their family members, and sometimes they're the ones that bring the drama. Just as fans have seen some of the best family members on 90 Day Fiancé, they've also seen the worst of the bunch. Whether it's sibling rivalries, drunken fights, cheating allegations, or manipulative mothers, fans have seen some bizarre moments instigated from those the couples call family. Charlie Podhost has made it no secret how he feels about sister Libby's husband, Andre Castravit. The two men have had their fair share of fights, physical and verbal, at every family get-together and meet-up. There seems to be no end in sight for the beef between the two men, with Charlie being very vocal about his feelings towards Andre's position in the Podhost family. During Libby and Andre's wedding, Charlie drunkenly got on the mic and told Andre not to come to America to live off of his father, Chuck. However, fans can see that this right is strictly reserved for his kids. Another brother with a fierce opinion about his sister's marriage and husband, River Everett, is not a huge fan of Pedro Gimino. Chantel's youngest brother feels that Pedro does not respect his sister and puts others before her. River refuses to give Pedro a chance and, given the opportunity, wants to start a fight at the drop of a dime. Related, the 10 funniest cast members on 90 Day Fiancé during a family get-together with the Everett family, Pedro, and his sister. An argument broke out with River intentionally hitting Pedro with a lamp, resulting in a tussle between the two. Fans have called Devin Clegg's mother, Alicia, everything in the book, including classless and uncultured. She is shown to be a loud and vocal woman in the series, unafraid of what comes out of her mouth. When visiting her daughter in South Korea, she becomes upset that she must ride in the front seat when picked up by Jihoon's parents. Her behavior and comments gave way to how she truly feels about her daughter's relationship, in-laws, and life in South Korea. Isuelupola's mother, Lucina, is a woman all about her money, or in this case, her son's money. She feels that Isuelu should be the one providing for his family back in Samoa, and nothing should get in the way of it, even Kalani and his kids. Her stance comes at the price of a relationship with her son, pushing the narrative that she only wants to see him when she needs money. Related, 10 biggest 90 Day Fiancé troublemakers, ranked at one point in the show. She tells Isuelu that she needs more money to send to the church, and fans learn that this has always been the case. Her love for the church, in Isuelu's eyes, has always seemed greater than her kids, even when they were starving. Isuelu's sister and Kalani's sister-in-law, Tammy, can be the worst troublemaker on 90 Day Fiancé when it comes to her and her mother getting money out of her brother. Tammy feels that Isuelu must provide for their mother and his family now that he is living big. On multiple occasions throughout the show, Tammy and her mother can be seen pressuring Isuelu about the amount of money he sends or lack thereof. Even though Isuelu lets it be known that he now has a family to take care of himself and kids to feed, Tammy refuses to believe that Isuelu can't send more to provide for their family back in Samoa. Nicole Gimino, Pedro's sister, always finds time to meddle in her brother's marriage to Chantel. She makes it known that she's not a fan of Chantel, going as far as to try and matchmake her brother and her best friend, while he's still married. She even goes as far as to spread a rumor that the two hooked up in the hopes that Chantel would dump Pedro. Nicole isn't one to mince her words, and she's vocal about her dislike of Chantel and wanting the come in between the couple's marriage. Like mother like daughter, Lydia Gimino is a woman that's going to control her kids' love lives, even if it kills her. Not only does she demand that Pedro continue to take care of her and Nicole now that he's married, but if Chantel doesn't like it, she can leave him. On multiple occasions, Lydia has loudly and rudely disrespected her children's significant others and has gone as far as physical violence to get her point across. Brandon Gibbs' mother, Betty, gives Colt's mother Debbie a run for her money. She and her husband's overbearing behavior have suffocated the couple while they were living on the farm, and even after moving out, Betty made it clear that it was her house and her rules. There were no boundaries that weren't crossed, and the couple's privacy was continuously invaded. At one point in the series, Betty lets her son know that he wouldn't make it on his own, even at 27 years old. Some fans can't understand why a mother would want their 27-year-old son to be dependent on only them, and others chalk it up to a controlling mother unwilling to let her son grow up. Another mom that just can't seem to let her son live his own life is Colt's mom, Debbie. In every relationship that Colt has, with both Larissa and Jess, Debbie makes it known that she's the main woman in her son's life. She admits on multiple occasions that she will do anything in her power to sabotage Colt's relationships if she feels the girls are not right for him. In one episode, Debbie instigates a fight between Jess and Colt by bringing up Vanessa, a woman that Colt likes and has admitted to sleeping with, all while in Brazil to meet Jess's family. Her intentions were clear and concise, showing fans just how conniving she truly is and proving she is definitely not one of the best moms in the 90 Day Fiancé franchise. Lydia Margarita, wife of Eric and stepmother Natasha, Tannel, and Jennica, has to be the worst of the bunch in regards to family on 90 Day Fiancé. She and Eric's disregard for his responsibility as a father is staggering for fans to watch and has to be one of the worst things a 90 Day Fiancé couple ever did. At one point, Lydia suggests that the couple would have more money for their wedding if Eric wasn't paying child support for his youngest child, Jennica. If this wasn't bad enough, Lydia convinces Eric that Tasha shouldn't live at the apartment anymore because of her dirty room, essentially kicking the teenager out. Lydia sees herself as the most important person in Eric's life, and she's not afraid to let it be known that Eric will choose her even over his kids.